Yo, it's your boy Kyrie Cobain, and I'm here to discuss with you the greatest opening match of PPV history. Well, to me, in my opinion, this match had it all. And you know what I liked about it? It was short. It was really short. But it was fast-paced and a lot of high action. And this card right here, I mean, it didn't have, I wouldn't say this is the greatest card, but from top to bottom, it lived up to the hype. Because before this, I wasn't born. But you can even tell when they first started opening up the show, they were saying this is one of the most hyped up Summerslam's, the most anticipated. The crowd was into it, you know, and everything. So like this right here, man, I fucked with it. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna get into detail why. Okay, so in the beginning, I'm gonna go over it. In the beginning, you know, like they starting out, you know, the entrances and all. Then boom, Rey Mysterio comes out, catches Kurt Angle from behind. Here's a Hurricane Rana, and then they get into the match. Ray start hitting a little bit of offense in, you know what I mean, getting a little bit of offense. And then Kurt Angle, he starts breaking him down. Kurt Angle really starts breaking him out during this match. Like, he was really breaking this man down, I swear. And like, you kind of felt for Ray, you know what I mean? In the midst of it, you kind of felt for Ray. Because this is the thing about Ray. I'm going to get into this with Ray. He was the underdog that you loved. You know, it's people like Daniel Bryan, John Cena. I mean, and let me tell you, John Cena's not an underdog, and we know he's not an underdog. But WWE always made it feel like it. That's why most people hated him. I love John Cena, by the way, so don't get me wrong. But most people hated him because he had this underdog feel where he going to the match and getting the shit beat out of him by any opponent. And then all of a sudden he comes up, hit the 5-knuckle shuffle or some bullshit. Then he hits the FU or the STF in the end, you know what I mean, and he wins it. That's how people say he can't wrestle, because he always hit the same moves, bust out the same moves at the end of the match. But let me get back into this. So, in the midst of Kurt Angle breaking this motherfucker down, the crowd starts to get into it, okay? The crowd starts to really get into it. You know, chanting Rey Mysterio on, trying to, you know, give him hope. Rey Mysterio started hitting some crazy shit. Like, you could say niggas like, this is why I consider Rey Mysterio one of the greatest luchadors. Because he was so over, and this way he wasn't even in the WWE for that long. This was 2002. I think he debuted earlier that year, or around earlier in 2002. I wasn't born, but shit, you know, I look into my shit. And he debuted around 2002. So he was in this that long, and he already was over with the crowd. I think when he first debuted, he was already over. That's what's so crazy about Rey Mysterio, man. And yeah, he started hitting some crazy ass moves. And then Rey Mysterio offense started hitting. I love the way Kurt was making him look, man. He was selling that shit so good. But then Rey Mysterio high flying offense kind of cost him. You know what I mean? So he tried to hit the Frankensteiner right there. You see it? He started to hit the Frankensteiner. And it was crazy. I was like, oh yeah, Rey Mysterio got this in the bag. Rey Mysterio might have got this. You know, you thinking, okay, Rey Mysterio got this, man. This is win. This is victory. And like, it's crazy because, you know, Kurt Angle has been in WWE that long too. You gotta think about it. He wasn't in there for years, but he was in there. He was winning, like, accomplished so much. You would think he a vet. He a seasoned vet. He been there for 10 years. He hasn't been there for 10 years. So like, you thinking, man, Rey Mysterio really gonna upset Kurt Angle? I'm thinking that watching the match, because I didn't watch the match growing up. I'm only 19. I was probably 1 when this came out. Not even that. I don't fucking remember. And then once he tried to hit the Frankensteiner, you know what Kurt Angle did? I'm gonna show you. The picture's coming up. The picture is fucking coming up. The picture is coming up. Wait for it. 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 Alright. Here you go. Get him in the ankle lock. Got him in the fucking ankle lock. And it's so crazy, bro. It's so crazy. Because you knew. It was over then. And Rey Mysterio tried to get to the ropes. You know what's so crazy? Kurt Angle was the, like, you know, like the guy that the crowd loved to, like, go at, chant you suck, all that. But every time he hit the Kurt Angle, I mean, not the Angle, Kurt Angle. He hit the ankle lock. So I can make mistakes in my videos and still talk. I'm gonna still keep going. I ain't finna edit out nothing. I'll just go on about my business. But Kurt Angle, once he hit that ankle lock, no matter what, he always got cheers. And once the person get on the ropes, they start cheering once he pulled that motherfucker off. And they knew, like, the thing is, the crowd wanted Kurt Angle to top these motherfuckers up. Because once he pulled Rey Mysterio from the ropes, the crowd started erupting. They knew what time it was. And this match right here, for the pacing it was, this is probably one of the best paced matches ever and the best opening in my opinion. And these two people, in the Ruthless Aggression era, I really wasn't too big on Kurt Angle, but I knew of him. And you know, I was like a John Cena Batista guy, because I didn't never grow up on Kurt Angle, but I knew about him in the Ruthless Aggression. I never really cared for him. I didn't appreciate him until I started growing up. Around like 15, 16, I was like, okay, yeah, I wish Kurt Angle would come into WWE. And I wasn't into all his shit. I was only into this match with Shawn Michaels because, you know, Shawn Michaels is another guy. But yeah, man, this is one of the greatest opening matches, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, do all that, man. I'm out. Peace.